Hello again, grade 1. Before we start today's lesson, I want to ask you a question. Did you memorize all the names of the 3D shapes? Can you call each and every shape by its name? When I put the arrow on one shape, can you tell the name? What's the name of this shape? What's the name of this shape? How about this one here? Can you call a name? No, it's not a square. And you cannot tell me it's a square. We said it's a cube. You have to memorize the new names. Open the song again and memorize them. Repeat and again to memorize the names. How about this shape here? What's the name of this shape? A rectangular prism. Memorize rectangular prism, cone, cylinder, cube, and the ball we call it a sphere. Okay, now in today's lesson 11.4 we are taking a problem solving. Take apart three-dimensional shapes. Yesterday we took how to build a new shape using our three-dimensional shapes. Today we will take them apart. Like in this question. Mike has 4 shapes: a cone, a cube, a cylinder, and a rectangular prism. He chose some of them to build a bridge. Which shapes did Mike use to build the bridge? So first, what are the information that we have? Well, we have that Mike has 4 shapes and that he used some of them, not all of them. Okay, so what information do I need to use? That Mike has these shapes: a cone, a cube, a cylinder, and a rectangular prism. But what is the question that I need to find? What do I need to find? Which shapes Mike chose to build the bridge? Which shape he used? So, show how to solve the problem. Look at the picture and tell me which shapes did Mike use to build his bridge. First, when you observe the picture, you will see that he used 2 shapes only: a rectangular prism and a very short cylinder, but still it is a cylinder. So he used 2 shapes only: the cylinder and the rectangular prism. Open the next page. In this problem, Kim used shapes to build his castle. This is the picture of Kim's castle, and he used the 3D shapes to build it. Now, we want to circle the answer in number 1. Which shapes did Kim use to build the tower? This part here is a tower, and we want to know which shapes did Kim use to build this tower. Well, looking at the picture, he only used a cylinder and a cone. So circle cone and circle the cylinder. Question number 2. Which shapes did Kim use to build the wall? This is the wall, the green and the blue wall. What shapes he used to build it? Well, I can see from the picture. I can look here, it's a rectangular prism, and here it's a cube. Another rectangular prism and another cube. So he used only rectangular prisms and cubes. Circle the cube and circle the rectangular prism. Move to question number 3. Which shapes did Kim use to build his wall? The red wall. Red and brown. And here he used some cylinders and some cubes. So circle the cubes and circle the cylinder. And question number 4. Which shapes did Kim use to build the gate? Which shapes? What's the name of this shape? I know you can identify it by looking, but I want you to memorize the name. This one is a rectangular prism. Circle the rectangular prism. And this one, a cylinder. Circle the cylinder. Next page. Again, another problem. Zach used shapes to build this gate. Which shapes did Zach use? Well, he used the same shape here, here, and here. All of them are rectangular prisms. So, and this shape also cone. So here we circle the cone and we circle the rectangular prism. Did he use a cylinder? No. Did he use a cube? No. Question 6. Chris used shapes to build this wall. Which shapes did Chris use? Well, observe the picture. The red shape is a cylinder. The blue shape is a rectangular prism. You have to memorize it. And this shape is, the green shape are cubes. So circle cylinder, circle cube, and circle rectangular prism. Rosa uses cubes, cones, cylinder, and a rectangular prism to build a tower. We need here to draw a picture to show the tower that Rosa could build. Well, she could use all of them, or she could use some of them. For me, I go ahead and I used all of them. For you, you can choose only 2, or even more. It's up to you. Use 2 or more shapes to build the tower. And remember, a tower looks a little bit tall. Okay? The last page. Circle the ways that show the same shape. Well, without looking at what is inside our shapes, I want the shapes that look the same from the outside. Is this one looks like this? No, because this one is smaller. This a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna choose this shape that looks exactly like this one. Even though here we used 2 cubes and a rectangular prism, and here we used 4 cubes. Eventually we made the same shape. In question number 9, circle all the shapes that look the same. Well, all of them look the same. This one we used 3 rectangular prisms. In this one we used 9 cubes. And in this one another 3 rectangular prisms, but this time they are standing. The last question. Sharon has many different blocks. She built this shape with her blocks. Choose all the shapes that Sharon used. Well, looking at the picture, we can see that she only used 2 shapes. She used the rectangular prism and the cube. So we're going to choose the cube and the rectangular prism.